Welcome back, and for anyone who's been following along, you know that we've taken some time off recently due to the sad passing of my dad. We really appreciate all of your support over this time and for sticking with us whilst we were offline. My dad was the #1 fan of this renovation and our videos, so I know he would be moaning at me to get everything going again and saying that life can't just stop, Nicole.
Only the best 40 years of geology to be cleaning up tiles. With my solar power panel chip and my carrots, I'm so happy. Voila! Thank you very much. Thank you.
So in honour of him, we will continue to push forward and get this renovation done, even though it is heartbreaking to be doing it without him. While we were away, the cold has really set in, and we're back to our favourite pastime of trying to keep the caravan warm. So we figured this was the perfect moment to talk through our future plans for the heating and electrics in the house. As you know, solar has always been in our plan, so when the opportunity came up to partner with Heatable, we jumped at it. Not only are they a British family-run business started by 2 brothers, they're also a rich, trusted trader. Now, whilst Heatable have been kind enough to give us a discount, we are still very much paying customers, and we'll be taking you through this process as we go and keeping you up to date on how we find it. They've also been kind enough to offer our viewers a discount on their own solar and battery solutions, and you can find all the information in the description box below. So back in September, the Heatable team came out to do a site visit to ensure that they were giving us a system that would fit the requirements of the house.
I mean, I know this isn't like a traditional build for you, maybe.
It's different, yeah. Like we're used to sort of like your typical 2 up, 2 down, up and overs, but we do this style of system. So we're going to do a ground mount solar system. The main property has a great roof, but we've got so much land around us. We can put a ground mount in, and we can probably get more panels that way, so we can get more power. We're then thinking about how we can store that power, so we're going to go battery, and we're going to have a gateway. So overhead power lines, we were just chatting about that outside then. Quite a rural location, you're going to have moments when the grid drops. I think you mentioned there was a storm.
Yeah, last year.
Big storm.
So the goal here is to have a system that if there's a storm, we can turn off the grid, use the battery, but still power the solar. So if we were out for 3 or 4 days, if we conserve some of that energy, we can manage that.
Shall we show you where we're
Go on then.
thinking?
Why are you all looking like that?
I've not seen it yet.
Here we go.
Now, we haven't made things easy for the Heatable team, as we would like to put the solar in a field that's quite far away from the house. So there were a few logistical problems to work through, hence the standing in bushes and head scratching, but they got to a plan in the end.
Heating the place, I thought it was a wind-up when we turned up and you wanted to put an air source heat pump in. But we can do it because you've got to insulate it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a proper job of insulating it. We've got a guy here, Pat, now from the office. He's doing a full heat loss survey. So the goal here is to get the heat loss to a minimum so we can have the smallest possible heat pump because that uses the least amount of energy.
I think that's the biggest concern for me, is because some people are very anti-heat pump. And we've had a lot of is this the right decision? But I think the thing is, it's like, if it's a stone cottage and it was done and you're trying to put in a heat pump in an existing house, then it's not going to work that efficiently. But because we're able to insulate it, that's why it's, it can work, right?
It's all just about heat loss. If you can reduce the heat loss out of the building characteristics is largely relevant. It's what is the heat loss, what can we get it to, can we heat it with an air source heat pump? The benefit here we've got as well is you've got a load of generation with that ground mount array. The alternatives are, I'm guessing it's oil or LPG. So oil's a volatile fuel, it's really expensive. Air source heat pump, all the bad press about an air source heat pump is one that's not been installed right, been oversized or poorly set up. if you get the setup right, and you get it sized right, and we get it insulated, obviously, which we're gonna work with you on, and getting that U value of the building as low as possible, it's gonna be fine. The goal for us is to size the array, position the array, size the battery, and get the heat pump set up in a way that everything is as efficient as possible, lowest energy bill we can get, and a really comfortable heat as well. 'Cause that's important.
Obviously, we're going to have you guys helping us install it, and then we're not going to try and install it ourselves. So you might be thankful to hear. You guys are going to help us install it, and then we're kind of going to see how it goes, aren't we, and see how it's working.
Yeah, we'll track it and document and sort of like, because there's loads of myths about, like, you know, the heat pump one's a great one. Like, people have like all these myths about they're not very good, they don't work. But what we're hoping to do here is like take people through that process, take people through the process of having PV. You know, some people watching this now will have a typical sort of house, not in the sticks, that can have PV on their roof. Well, the principles are all the same.
Yeah.
But this is a really interesting one for us because it's challenging, it's a build, it's a journey, but it's a great way for people to view it as like a documented process.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Seren was, of course, beside herself at not being able to attend the upstairs portion of the survey. And then we were able to run the electrical team through our plan to build a plant room on the side of the house. This will store all of the equipment for the heating and electrical system, as our house isn't massive, so the more stuff that we can have outside, the more it frees up the space inside. We'll also be moving, with the help of the national grid, our fuse box and main electrical input out to the plant room. And fingers crossed, should even be getting our electrical lines that currently run right across our front lawn buried. But that feels a little too good to be true at the moment, so we'll see what happens there. And of course, Gav, before the guys went, couldn't resist an opportunity to regale them with his drilling trauma for the access to the plant room.
Yeah, that's literally just.
It took me 8 hours to long.
What did you say for the story?
Oh my god, that was the darkest day in the caravan when he came back in. Oh my god.
It would be, wouldn't it?
He was miserable.
In 8 hours, I was going guarantee.
About 800 bits as well.
He was just sat on the floor like a child
Awful.
like that.
It was awful. And then when I went to put the pipe in, the underfloor heating, because we lie, it all filled in the
Of
middle.
course it will. Yeah.
I was like, just spent 8 hours doing that. Then I just got an ST or got my Kango out and just smashed the hole in the side of it. That's why I got a massive hole in the outside like that. Kango pulled it out.
Now, as the team were happy with our plan for the plant room, we were able to get that build kicked off. And luckily, Gav's dad Barry and later in the week his brother Ben were both on hand to help in my absence. Our plan is to build what is effectively an insulated shed for all of the equipment, so first step would be getting in a concrete base. Barry, having never driven a digger before, had a few teething issues, but soon got the knack of it.
Yeah, like this step out there. It's quite impressive, isn't it? How they like. I'd be interested to see how long like a modern day house, you know, like a housing development, and they built how one of them would last. it's going to be easier to run the back timber that way, run that timber that way. And screw it, yeah, we should hook it up to the house that way and then screw a bit of timber on the plate. It's here, isn't it? Just to support this corner, I could SDS something onto there, isn't it? Then I can put stuff going to there. Just get some hardcore down, I reckon.
And before they could get the hardcore down, to allow access for the cables into the plant room, they created a series of pipes with ropes threaded through, which would allow us to pull the necessary cables into the plant room once they'd been installed. A lovely bit of forward thinking from the boys.
I think you're great, dog, but you're an half weird. Bloody hell, run that string and all. Oh, look at that, perfection.
Then Gav was on to making the shuttering for the concrete.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dude, bad mood, sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not blue.
loud. This is the only bit here that I think looks higher. You go get 6 foot level. So I'm telling you, that's well high up there. You tell me that ain't look high outside. Where this big? Yeah. Oh, across the other way. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's only a 4-inch slab there then, isn't it? What is wrong with you? Keep it the wood the way you had it, and the level the other way. Getting there, Dad. I'm sorry, doing it. Barrow, I reckon. Then I'll fill the barrow up and I'll leave you to level it. No, you don't want to put too much in and end up taking out, yeah.
Now, poor old Barry came to Wales to have a bit of a holiday, but instead worked his socks off, and not without his fair share of earache from Gav. But finally they were finished and ready for the concrete.
So this bit of ducting here is going to be your power for your solar. This one here will be the new mains water. This is going to be your new underground power cable.
Then it was on to cutting the rebar, which will help bind the concrete together. And unfortunately, as you're about to witness, the wind was pretty brutal, so footage from the actual pour was very limited.
So we're all ready for the pour. We've Frankensteined the Well done, team. Well done, Saren.
And there we have it, one concrete base ready for us to build the plant room. Thanks for watching, and we'd love to hear your experiences with solar and heat pumps in buildings like ours, so please leave any thoughts and comments below. And thanks so much for sticking with us during our time out.